All right, guys. Hey. Okay. I was thinking. I had a dream. I just woke up from it 10 minutes ago, and it's huge. And I'm gonna take you through it, and I'll tell you what I think. What I think about the dream and what happened. Um, just trying to find a light source here. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Okay. People see lights, little tiny lights, booting through the woods, booting booting through the grass. A lot of people see lights while searching for Bigfoot or Sasquatch, okay? They see the lights while searching for Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Well, the lady that lives in Huron County, I'm not saying she has anything to do with this, but I'm reviewing her footage or her photos, and that's what I see. Now, she says their lights come around a tree, which is fine. I don't know nothing about them, but what I'm seeing is the overall picture of the lights, not specifically hers or anybody's, just lights in general. Not the ET lights. ET lights are totally different for the most. Well, no, they're not. Okay, but whatever. But what? How does the light form? What does it mean? What's going on? What is going on when you see a light flying through the sky or flying through the field or grass or whatever? It could be ETs. Now, what's his name? I forgot his name. Is the ET contactee guy. He has the lights flying around his house. The light comes down on his property near the grass, and boop, alien appears. Okay, that's one way. That's one reason you're seeing the lights. I'm a spiritual guy. I've been spiritual all my life. Plus, I've seen physical shit. Now, try to match the two, and what do they mean? Well, all you do is truth revealed. You chant it. I'm with Christ and truth revealed. So, I'm seeing all these lights on Sasquatch videos. I'm seeing all these lights flying around. People are telling me about their lights. That's why I don't do lights. That's why I don't do lights. I'll do them, but I don't go seeking them. I seek daytime shit, daytime UFOs in the sky, and I film them. That's why I don't do lights at night. I don't seek it because lights could be anything, fucking from fireflies to bugs to UFOs to ghosts and illusions. I used to do ghosts. That's what gave me this problem. I quit doing the ghosts or spirits, EVPs, all that. I quit doing it specifically for that reason because it damn near killed me 3 times. Well, not that specifically, but yeah, pretty close. So I watched a couple Sasquatch videos where the guy seen ghost lights flying through the woods and recorded it. You've seen the videos. Now, Sasquatch researchers, I watched all their stuff, like the good people, the people that are actually doing it, not screwing around. I watched their stuff and the videos they caught of the lights. I listen to the stories. I listen and research it just so I know. That's all. I'm not researching it. I had a couple of experiences out in the woods. They were just experiences. I didn't know what happened. Nothing attacked me. Fine. That was it. I didn't know where to proceed from there, and I wasn't going to because it's unknown territory to me. So I ain't doing it. I got bad enough with fucking ghosts. Why the hell would I be contacting Sasquatches? And they were Sasquatch responses. Okay? Sasquatch. End of story. I knew it was. But Sasquatch are supposed to be like great apes running around. Maybe they are. I've never seen one. My uncle seen one, but I never seen one. So I'm assuming all these people that seen physical Sasquatches, that's what they're seeing, Sasquatches. But what about the lights? Here's the lights. So I'm seeking. I want to know what the lights are that people are seeing. I want to know what they're seeing Sasquatch. Why do these lights hang around Sasquatch researchers and or random people that can film them and photograph them? Okay. This is what I want to know. All morning today, I was doing that, researching lights, Sasquatch lights, on YouTube and other places. I go to sleep at noon and I have a dream. And it answers my question from a spiritual perspective. If Sasquatches are physical and they can make themselves disappear, just hypothetically, they're physical. You can see them, you can shoot them, they bleed, their blood, they run up and punch you in the face, they yell at you, scream at you, scratch you, whatever. They're real. So are you. You're real too. And you have a soul and an inner light. Sorry, but you do. Just because you don't know it, everybody does. What that soul is doing, separate from what you're doing in reality, is a different thing. You don't know what your soul's doing because you don't even think you got one. You just run around with your gun shooting at lights. Okay, or not, whatever you do. It's all good. So that's why we're on Earth. Earth is a big school to learn. And I'm learning my way. I'm a spiritual guy, always have been. So this is what I dreamt. It's nighttime, and I'm going to a Sasquatch meeting. And we're going to go look for Sasquatches. So I go to the town, me and my friend, and we go to a meeting. All the people are coming to the meeting. All the people are going. There's about 10 of us, and we're all going to this one person's house to sit down and have a meeting about Sasquatches and where we're going to go look for Sasquatches. Because they're a Sasquatch research group in my mind, and we're going to go there. Now, pause. Spiritually, I'm at a level I can understand with the help of Jesus Christ, and I was almost dead, and I lost all my skins, but I'm still operating in the spirit world with conscious knowledge of what's going on. So it goes like this. I'm talking to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ tells me the layout of the land here in my ego about the illusion, Saint illusion. Saint illusion is a city that when you're a Christian and you die, you can go live there. Straight up. Now, the illusion is no man's land, but there are people in communities and cities that live in the illusion, down low and all the way up to the creator is the illusion. I go down low because all my friends are down there. I got a text from my friend saying, come to this meeting, I gotta show you something. So we were a little late getting to the house. So we're walking down the street, and we come to railroad tracks. Okay? Now I'm a train guy, and railroad tracks spiritually represent something. We come to the railroad tracks, and we're crossing the railroad tracks. I looked on the railroad tracks to the left, I looked down the railroad tracks to the right. Pitch black. I looked down to the right. Down there is down the railroad tracks. There's a man sitting in the middle of the rails, pitch black. So he's like black on ambient black, like light black. You know, at nighttime when the sun goes down and it's that black, flat black on a black. That's what I see. He's picking up bugs and eating them. And I'm looking, I'm going, hey, what the fuck is that guy down there picking up bugs on the railroad tracks and eating them? I'm going, that's crazy. And then we cross the tracks, and I get to the house. I go down the street a little bit more, and we get to the house. just then, the guy on the railroad tracks I see is following me in the shadows of the dark night. He's following us in the shadows. The guy that was eating on the railroad tracks, the bugs, is sneaking along a fence in the dark shadows between trees. I see that. I ignore it, but I'm aware of it. If it gets any worse, I'm going to scream, okay? I'm going to tell all my friends. So, we're at his house. It gets worse. I say, okay, guys. And I look, it crosses the street, and it's covered in hair, and it's red hair. Okay. I then he runs over to the dark shadows and hides in those shadows, and the side of the house that we're on. So I know he's after us. So I said, I'll go. Everybody get in the fucking house. There's a Sasquatch coming. I don't know. Don't fucking question me. Just fucking do it now. And everybody runs in the house. But some of us got stuck. We jumped on top of a pickup truck so he couldn't get us. A pickup truck. I don't know. In the back of a pickup. We jumped in the back of a pickup truck. This thing was in the shadows, and it would come out and reach for us. And then it would run back in the shadows. And then it would come out in another spot because we couldn't see it, and it would reach for us. And then, but he never hurt us. He never touched us, the Sasquatch. He just scared the shit out of us. That was what he was doing. Finally, somehow, I can't remember exactly what, the Sasquatch left. The Sasquatch left and went back. The guy that texted me, he come running out of the house. He goes, man, where you been? I texted you an hour ago. He goes, you're late for this meeting. I want to talk to you before the meeting. I'm like, dude, Sasquatches, what are you doing? What are you talking about? You kidding me? I go, I'm sorry I'm late. I go, I wasn't late. I'm walking with my friends, and they were late. So he goes, okay, whatever. He goes, listen. He goes, I want to talk to you about something. I go, okay. Well, he goes, I will. He goes, but we have to do the meeting first, and I'll talk to you. So we all go into the house, and I'm with this guy who texted me. I don't even know who he is, but he texted me. So I'm there. I'm standing beside him. We're gonna have the meeting, and I talked to a couple people. Have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen one? I go, well, this happened. I don't really know. We're all exchanging our stories, and I'm like, God damn, what the hell's going on? And these people don't look like Sasquatch researchers. They look like people in a coffee shop downtown at lunchtime. Students, kids, and it's just a group hug. It ain't an actual research group. But the guy texted me to go to this meeting, so here I am. Oh my god! And so I'm already bored because we ain't going to look for Sasquatch. We're just supposed to sit here and talk. So as they're all talking and drinking tea and having chats with their experience, I go, tell me outside. Tell me what the fuck's going on. What the hell's going on? What's the matter? He goes, look. He goes, everybody in town knows this. Everybody in town knows what's going on. I'm going, well, everybody in town except I'm in town. I'm not included. And he goes, yeah. So I guess I was out of town. But actually, I was in town in the dream. And anyway, he goes, look, I got something to tell you. I don't know, tell me. And he goes, I can't tell you. I got to show you. He goes, you won't fucking believe me anyway. I'm like, all right, show me. So we leave the patio of the house. We walk out on the street. He goes, see the railroad tracks? He goes, yeah, that's where that Sasquatch came from, right? And I go, yeah. He was eating bugs on the rail from the railroad track off the ground. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, we have to go the back way. I go, oh, okay. So we go to the right. We cut around a couple houses and go down a couple blocks to a main street, another street going across the railroad tracks. And he goes, okay, you see that? Do you see that row of trees that leads on the other side of the sidewalk? I go, on the other side of the road? I go, yeah. He goes, okay. He goes, I'm not going with you, but I want you to go. And he goes, okay. And he goes, go to the other side of the sidewalk, and on the other side of these trees is a cornfield. I'll go, okay. He goes, he goes, you'll see a group of people there. And I go, okay. And he goes, they are contacting the Sasquatch in on along the side of the railroad tracks. They're contacting the Sasquatch alongside the railroad tracks in the field, in the pitch blackness. That's where they're contacting. The Sasquatch are there right now. You just saw one. He was going to the contact meeting. These he goes, they're like cultists. He goes, they're like witches and cultists, and they contact the Sasquatch. He goes, I don't know what the fuck, man. It scared me so bad I left. I ain't telling nobody. And I'm going, well, fuck, I'm gonna go. I go, you stay here and wash my back. And he goes, okay. I'll go. So I cross the street. I go to the row of trees. They were like, I forgot, like an elm tree. And I'm walking. I don't know. They were like that. Doesn't even matter. But they were like a wall of trees with leaves. And so I'm walking on the sidewalk. The other side is a cornfield. There's no corn in it. It's all been taken off the field. So I got a bare field. I walked to the end of the row of trees. And the road on the side, I'm on the sidewalk. The road is going over the road tracks, but I stop and I take a right past the trees so I can look into the cornfield. I look into the cornfield, and there's like 10 people sitting there talking and praying and shit like that. I don't know. And I'm just looking at them. And they're waiting. They seem to be waiting for something. And I look up in the railroad tracks, and I see an alpha male Sasquatch. He's up there, just his head, but his shoulders are like this, like huge, like fucking damn near 4 or 5 feet across. And his shoulders come up to here, and it's like that. And he's huge, but he's crouched down, and I can see his head above the weeds alongside the railroad tracks. So then I look to my left, and there's the one that was at our house where I had the meeting. He is running around going like that, and his hair is flipping, flying all over. The giant Sasquatch is going, looking through the weeds real fast like that, and his hair is going like that. And there was another one further down. So there's 3 on the railroad tracks. They're waiting for the people to come up. So the people, all of a sudden, I'm looking at the Sasquatch, I'm going, holy fuck! And I see this group of people, and all of a sudden they spread out in a line. The people spread out in a line against the railroad tracks, and there's a whole bunch of weeds going up the side of the railroad tracks. On the railroad tracks are where the Sasquatch are, okay? The railroad tracks. Remember the railroad tracks. That means something. So they start doing their little prayer, whatever they're chanting, I don't know. And I get freaked out. I'm like, holy shit! And the Sasquatch are there, going in the weeds, like, and you can see black on black, just moving around real fast, 3 of them. And I'm thinking, all of a sudden, because I learned this on the Sasquatch videos, there's watchers watching the whole thing take place, but you don't know about them. There's 3 more watching what these 3 are doing, so they don't get attacked. And if they come up and get ambushed, then the watchers will kick the people that are going to ambush them. And I'm going, well, they're considering me as the guy who's going to ambush them, but I'm not ambushing them, so I better get the fuck out of here. I'm going to get smoked. So as soon as I realized it was real, I got the hell out of there. I ran back to Buddy. He goes, you see? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, that's what I want to fucking show you. These people are fucking calling the Sasquatches in. And I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, but I know you. He goes, I know you. He goes, I know you, and you'll take care of this. And I'm like, you want me to fuck with me? What want me to do? I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. And he goes, no, man, go back and watch. He goes, you gotta go back and watch. He goes, I'm not. I don't even care. I told you about it. Now you fucking deal with it. And he left. And I'm standing. I'm going, God damn, why do I get myself into this shit? Okay. All of a sudden, I go back slowly, or this more slow. I round the trees. I go around the tree, and I walk out. I walk out of the tree into the field, and I start approaching about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet. The fucking male Sasquatch charged the people, and all the people fell on their hands and knees on the side of the railroad tracks and wouldn't look at him. The Sasquatch is going, ah. It wasn't screaming. The Sasquatches were perfectly silent, but they were like that over top of the people. At each one of them, just freaking out over top of each of the people. And the one on the side, the red one, the little one, he was a juvie. He was doing the same thing, but he was like watching the side while the male did something to other people. And all of a sudden, I realized I heard a girl. She screamed something. And I looked over top of the railroad tracks as the big Sasquatch was going over top of all the people. I looked past the juvie. There was a girl. She screams to me. She goes, Richard! And I'm like, I look at her. And she goes, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is going to work. It's not working. It's not working. It's not what we wanted. And I'm like, and it was my friend from Windsor. She was a spiritual person. She was the Medusa girl. I talked about her before in this video. And I don't know, she might have been just representing her in the dream so I could understand what was going on. But she screamed to me that. And she goes, I'm Venus. That person over there is Mars. That person over there is Pluto. And those people are lined up, or this and that and the other. And I don't say nothing because I don't want to give my position away, but I already did. And the Sasquatch, no. The big Sasquatch there, she's screaming at me, and I'm going, stars, astronomy, ritual, cult. I'm going, yeah, I get it. And you fucked up. A little over your head, eh, baby? And then anyway, she just blew me off. She basically said I need help. And I got, sorry, I'm not dying for you. I'll get help. So I'm like, I walk back. I start backing up, walking backward, looking behind me, walking backwards. I'm watching the red juvie. He's freaking out. He's going like that. But he ain't saying nothing. He's just... And he runs right over to me. I'm standing by the trees now. And I'm standing there. I'm looking at him. He is freaking the fuck out. Because he wants you to freak out. Because he's freaking out. I didn't freak out, and I knew that's what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to be afraid of his freak out, so I didn't freak out. I just stood there and watched him. And he run up close, a bluff charge, and he put his fucking hand right in my face, like, what are you gonna do? Like that, and I just stood there. And he's freaking out. I was a little shaken, all right? But I knew he wasn't gonna hurt me. I knew what this is, a bluff charge. The fucking morons in the field, they're on their hands and knees crying and bawling. I'm just standing there going, been there, done that, whatever, bud, let's go. Come on. I said, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So he's still bluff charging on me. And then I went like this. I turned and I put my hand on my head, said, see you later, bud. I didn't say that. I just went. And he didn't catch it. He looked back at me and I went like that, like, see you later. And I turned around and walked away. As I did that, he went like, and I left and he let me go. That was that. I then went back to I went into a bar. I think it was a bar, like a cafe bar, but it was a bar where we sit, mellow out, talk, drink with your friends. I went in there, which is halfway to the house where my other friends were. I went in there and I went into the bar and I'm like walking around. I'm like, give me a fucking shot, like a whiskey or a beer or something. I'm like, give me something. And this native guy comes up to me and goes, did you see that shit? And I go, you fucking know about this? He goes, everybody knows about it. These fucking retards called him in. I'm like, you kidding me? He goes, yeah. He goes, can you fucking believe it? I'm going, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, everybody knows about it. They've been doing it for years. I'm like, he goes, yeah, dude. And I'm like, holy shit. I go, it was a native guy, short haired native guy. And he goes, there's nothing we can do. He goes, ain't no one in town talks about what these fucking idiots are doing. No one in town talks about it, but everybody knows about it. And I'm like, holy shit. And then he goes, yep. Then some other people came over and were talking to me, other guys. And I go, everybody's agreeing. No one's going out there to confront these fuckers Sasquatch. And I'm like, I don't fucking blame you, man. I got out of there as fast as I could, but I know what's going on. He goes, what? He goes, what? He goes, I just came from there. I know what's going on. And he goes, what? And I go, them fucking people started calling in the Sasquatch so they could learn, have encounters with the Sasquatch. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, well, they bit off more than they can chew. And he goes, they wanted to have a communication with the Sasquatch, but the Sasquatch are now using them. They're owning them. Like when they have these little rituals, the Sasquatch are owning them, teaching them, or whatever they're doing, whatever the Sasquatch want to learn. They're not exchanging ideas or information or anything, making contact, but the Sasquatch are owning them, treating them like fucking dogs, making them bow. And I go, I don't think the Sasquatch are real. They just want to assert themselves, saying, we own your ass. There's nothing you can do. Leave us alone. I don't think they're going to do anything to these people. That's what I told the guy. He goes, they know they're stupid kids. The Sasquatch knows they're stupid kids, and they're just giving them shit for doing it. But by the Sasquatch doing that, the kids are getting off on it, so they keep going back and performing the rituals to get the Sasquatch to come out and do that. So it's a clusterfuck of bullshit, of cultic bullshit, clusterfuck of bullshit. And anything that does happen out of this whole mess, the fucking kids are gonna lose. There ain't no fucking doubt about it. If push comes to shove, there ain't no one gonna win. No human is gonna win. That fucking alpha male almost made me pass out. And this is what I'm telling the guy. And he's like, Jesus fucking, he goes, I knew it was some weird shit like that. I knew it was some fucking weird shit. And I go, that's what's going on, dude. That's what I witnessed. The kids went out there and they did a fucking ritual to call the Sasquatch up. But the Sasquatch dominated the whole goddamn thing. And the kids are on the ground fucking praying to the Sasquatch. And he's going, I fucking knew it. He fucking knew it. He's going, oh, shit, man. And I go, dude, I have people to get back to. And he goes, okay. He goes, talk to me. Thanks, man. And anyway, we left. And I left. And I want to go back and talk to the kid and these fucking group of people that I went to the Sasquatch meeting with. What was I into? A recruitment center? It was just a new agey, it was like a new agey little cult thing where you go talk about Sasquatch, and they were asking questions about all of us, our experiences. And I'm going back there and I'm thinking, this is a fucking recruitment. This fucking new age thing. They're asking me questions and they want my recruitment. But the kid texted me and said, you got to go to this meeting. I'll meet you there. And he ordered me to go there before so he could tell me about what he knew about the fucking cult people over there calling in the Sasquatch. At this time, as I left the bar, I woke up in my bed. I'm laying there. But in the dream, I'm still walking. I'm laying in bed, dreaming in this place. I can hear my kids yelling at me. Tina, Angela, Julie, and Elizabeth. They're all yelling, and they have a friend over, and he's yelling. I'm down underneath the St. Illusion. So I'm down in the illusion, outside of St. Illusion, in the lower astral now. But I can still see everybody clearly and hear them clearly. I scream out, "Holy shit! You want to see the dream I just had?" And they go, "What was it about?" And I went, "Sasquatch," and all of them just went fucking nuts. They went nuts because what happened when I put idiot Loogie Man in the porthole, Sasquatch porthole with my inner light. They went nuts because it's real. In the spirit world, it's real. You either know or you don't in the spirit world for everything. So it goes like this. Jesus comes. I'm telling them the dream. I'm still walking down the street, going to meet these people back at the house. But I'm talking to Jesus comes. When Jesus Christ comes, a good one. He comes to the house. He goes, "What? We're just talking to Sasquatch is down in illusion." Oh fuck! He come flying down. Where are you? And I go, and then my soul. I can hear my soul going, "You have to come with me. You have to come here. Come here now." He goes, "You got to save these people because they're going to get killed. They're." He goes, "What happened?" So I tell him the dream real fast. My soul does. I'm just listening. My brain. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm in St. Lucian, but my heart is talking, but I'm just listening. Or I can talk with him. Anyway, this is what's going on now. I'm telling Jesus a dream. He's going, "Holy shit, holy shit." He goes, he goes, I can't, I don't understand if I'm in the dream illusion, which is wishy-washy, anything goes, you dream it. Or I'm in a room in the illusion. Different thing. Dead people, when you die and you go and you're on the earth, you go into a room and you live. There's cornfields, there's houses, there's cities, there's good guys and there's bad guys, and you go to work every day and have a good life and whatever. People from St. Illusion come down to the lower illusion, and they can go to a Christian town in the lower illusion. Was I in a Christian town? I don't know. I haven't asked JC yet. So he comes into me to see where I am. If I'm in the dream illusion, but I don't think I was, because I woke up. I'm still walking down the street. I can see the fucking trees. I can see the people. I can see the cars going by. So therefore, I think I'm in a room because it's all acting like a room, independent of my thoughts. And he goes, he goes, "Are people looking at you or talking to you? Are your thoughts changing the perimeters of the dream?" He goes, I go, "No. There's people acting independently of me." And he goes, "Oh, fuck." He goes, "You're in a room." So he comes flying down. He comes into me. And we're standing together. He goes, I go, "Look." He goes, "You get the fuck out of here now. You go back to your bed in St. Louis. You go to Angela and Julie. Don't fuck, and Tina. Don't fucking stay here." He goes, "I gotta find out." I go, "Dude, you don't have no fucking clue what you're getting into. See those fucking railroad tracks?" He goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay. On those railroad tracks, it's nighttime, isn't it?" And he goes, "Yeah, I see nighttime." And we're standing on the side of the road of the south. I go, "The other side of the road, you see trees?" He goes, "Yeah, trees." He goes, I say, "Go to the end of the trees. There'll be a group of people on the other end of the, on the other end of the, on the other side of the trees, alongside the railroad tracks. There are 3 Sasquatches on the railroad tracks, controlling the people along the railroad tracks. They're cultists. They called the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch came, and now they're praying to the fucking Sasquatch." The girl screamed my name and asked for help. It's getting out of control. And he goes, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." He goes, "Why the fuck are you here? You're not supposed to be coming down here." I'm like, "I know, but I'm here to solve this fucking problem because this is what I do." And I told him a guy texted me. I go, "Somebody texted me," which was a friend I know down in the illusion. That's why I'm down in the illusion, because he texted me. I'm living in the same illusion. He texts me, "Come down here to fucking Joe Street in Byron Grill, and we're having a meeting. I need to talk to you." So I go down. And this is what happens. But this is all played out in consciousness in ways you can't even figure out. The thing is, is playing out. Then Jesus, I go, look, this is Jesus that just went in the porthole. I go, you just went in the porthole, right? And he goes, yeah. With the Sasquatch, well, they fucking opened up another one, and the Sasquatches are coming through to us. They don't know how to open the porthole. The Sasquatch opened the porthole. They come to this place somehow, some way. The Sasquatch come here to eat whatever they do here on Earth. But this isn't the illusion. But in my mind, I get tricked. So they come here to do whatever they do, randomly or intentionally now. But it's intentional now because these people are calling them to the ritual. And so, fuck, this is hard to explain. Walk along this edge of the trees. I go, when the fucking juvie, the red juvie Sasquatch will approach you, don't react. You're Jesus Christ. So, I'm going to leave now. You go take a look. Do what Jesus Christ does. End this shit. Smarten them fucking kids up. Because this is above my pay grade. Fuck it. I'm out of here. I ain't getting my ass killed. He goes, did you see the Sasquatch? I go, I saw 3 Sasquatch. And I go, remember, those Sasquatch want you to see them. He goes, what do you mean? And I go, well, there's more Sasquatch hiding that you don't see. They're called watchers. They're watching the main group on the railroad tracks, protecting them. And he's like, holy shit. So just go take a look. If you can, get the fucking kids out of there. Whatever. The Sasquatch are going to leave when the sun rises. But see who the people are so you can find out and stop this shit. And I'm laying in bed, and I already know it's the whole fucking game. And he goes, I go, am I in a room right now? And he goes, yeah, you're in a room. And I go, there's more to the story, but just over there. So I go, okay, you get the fuck out of there. I'm going to go take a look. You get out of here. You go home to St. Lucian. I'm going to take a look. I'm like, all right. Which means take my ego out of the room. Because my ego is in the room seeing the dream. Still, I woke up in the dream, but the dream didn't go away. As long as I got my eyes closed. Right now, if I close my eyes and I can see the Sasquatches, the railroad tracks, everything. Because I'm still in that room dreaming it. And I got no skins and no division. Well, I got a little bit now, thank God. Separating my ego from my soul sight. Well, okay, you know how people want to see little images and shit through their third eye? I look through my third eye and I can see things. People open their third eye and see things. Well, put a double-barrel shotgun in your mouth and fucking unload it 5 times. No skins. I lost all my skins, so I was exposed to the spirit world. Slowly going crazy. 12 years ago. When I'm asleep, I still see shit all the time. I can go back there right now, sit here and meditate in this chair, and I'm acting in the dream. That's why I need Christ to come kick my fucking ass out and put me in a safe place, because I keep going and getting fucked up. But what I'm doing here is saving these people. It's just like an angel tooth. Remember I told you about the angel tooth in one of my last videos? It's the same thing, but it's down in the lower illusion. There's bars, there's cars, there's trucks, there's houses. You can go to the coffee shop, you can go to your work, you can go do everything, but you get the little occultists who go out in the cornfield and do little candle rituals with their crystals and call Sasquatch. That's what they're doing. I got Christ to bust it up. Save their lives. The head queen, Medusa girl, she called me, Richard. She recognized me. Richard! I lived down here before I went to St. Lucian. This is where I was living. I can live from here past level 13 into the light. But I'm down here. My friends are down here. You guys, my cousins, my mom, we're all down here. So I live down here. And I hang with you. Fuck. But I'm in St. Lucia now, which is above all 3 layers above all this shit that's going on down here. There's a lot of shit in St. Lucian, but you gotta work your way out of it. Anyway, I left and went back to St. Lucian. And also, I'm looked down and I can see Jesus. I'm still laying in my bed, my eyes closed. I can see Jesus. He's walking around the tree and he's standing there and he looks into the darkness. All of a sudden, he turned around and he goes, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" Instead of fucking laughing, he comes fucking flying up to me. He's going, "Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" He comes flying up. And he goes, "I gotta get help! I gotta get help! I ain't fucking going in there by myself." And he saw the fucking great big giant alpha going, and the fucking other one, the red one, and there was another brown one over there. There was three of them. I started laughing my ass off. And he goes, "Tell me the rest of the fucking dream. Tell me everything you know." And I'm like, "All right." So I did, but my soul was telling. I started making a video and making a coffee so I could get through the afternoon. Anyway, all of a sudden I got on the computer here. And I'm thinking, why in the fuck did I have that dream? And all of a sudden I remembered the Sasquatch video I went before I went to sleep. That's the one with the light. They filmed the light for a little second. The green turquoise light, whatever. They filmed it over the water. That's what I was watching. And plus, the girl had her experience of lights. Other people have experience of lights. So I wanted to know, what was the main reason why people see lights? ETs, it could be ETs, it could be out of the illusion. From what I'm seeing, I still didn't really get a direct answer, but this is one reason. The lights come. Be it ETs, Sasquatch, or demons, or other things you don't want to fucking know. If Jesus is running from it to get help, you don't want this shit around you. And I'm not saying the fucking Sasquatch are evil. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. I go into their world. I stuck my head through a bunch of times. Through the portal, spiritually, alone, by myself. They never hurt me, actually. I made a video about it. One of the experiences I had that I can remember vividly. But you don't know shit about their culture. You don't know shit about their society. Do they all think the same, or are they all independent? In the physical world, this one, and the spiritual world, the illusion. And you don't even know where you are in any of it. All you know is stomach growl, time for supper. If I see the lights, I'm going to film it. Right? Or you don't. My experience, I was seeking an answer. The dream gave me an answer. And I was seeking this answer for a long time. So, in the dream, the guy texted me, "Get down here." So, if that's true, I don't know how it all works in the dream illusion, and the box illusion, the conscious awareness illusion, which is a room. You can be consciously aware walking down the street, knowing you're an illusion. When you go to sleep, you go into the dream illusion, which is the illusion. It gets fucking worse from there. It's a crazy concept, but you got to live through it and understand what you're living, and you can learn it overnight with Jesus Christ. But you got to be with Jesus Christ. You got to go with Jesus Christ. And it ain't a big thing, because it ain't. Jesus Christ is not what is they tell you on the earth. All the fucking religions and all the popes and all the fucking people and all the yip yaps. It's nothing. It can be bad, it can be good, but it's all teaching you. He taught me about the rooms. In one day, everything I just told you about the rooms and illusion, he told me in one day. I can explain it all again. I'm going to make another video, but I want to talk with Dan through it. So I'm going to post this. This is one dream I had, explaining what I was seeking in reality. Why are people seeing lights when they go Sasquatch researching? Because you're contacting the Sasquatch. And in the spirit world, Sasquatches have souls. They just know they have souls. The Sasquatch No, they have souls. They can control it and work with it better than you can. All you know is, I saw a Sasquatch. I'm going to the woods where I saw it and look for it. And I can hear a scream. You don't even know you have a soul. So there's a whole playing field you don't even know about. And when you see a light or you hear a voice on your fucking camera recorder, that's the spirit world going on around you, around you. What is your soul seeing in this other world? Where is your soul? In a room or in an illusion? With Christ or not with Christ? This is what you gotta consider this. You gotta dump all the shit in your head, say goodbye. And we all been generations after generations to taught, listen to the authority, listen to your priest in the church. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. The only way to learn your soul is to be with your soul 100%. Here in your fucking brain and in your heart. Right now you're divided. Most people are divided. Ego world, that's all they see. Get rid of that division, bring your soul to your head, and own it. But do it with Christ. You don't want to do it alone, boy, like I did. Spent fucking 6 years healing my skins back, and you do not want to do that. So don't commit suicide and live. If you commit suicide, it's better. No, I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying nothing about that. Don't commit suicide. My friend hung himself 3 times and lived. He lost all his skins. He never healed from it. He went insane. And now he's big and fat, sitting on a couch, going. That's what he does all day. Because he's on so much fucking drugs to keep him alive. Because he tried to kill himself, lost all his skins, opened himself up to the spirit world, and that was it. He went fucking nuts. He's my friend, and I'll talk to him this day. But he knew, he told me, that's what I did. He goes, and he was off the drugs. He got off the drugs for years. That's when he became my friend, but he couldn't deal with it, and so he went back on the drugs. Anyway, guys, wondering. So remember what those lights mean. Sasquatches, aliens, entities from the lower illusion, any illusion. Once you learn about the real illusion and all its stuff, whoa, forget about it. All right, later, guys.